89.1 FM, streaming live 24/7 at ames.edu/radio. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. How's it going? It's Anna here. We've got 90s at noon for you right now until 1, so it's just for noon, if you didn't know that. So I've got a great show coming up for you, so stick around for that. Coming up next, I'll have some Ames news and weather as well. So we've got some 90s at noon for you. We've got Barely Breathing, It Takes Two, and I Want to Know for 90s at noon. If you listened to those fabtabulous songs, and then we'll give you the weather. So that sounds great. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 89.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. I have some Ames news and weather for you. In Windsor, we're looking at 68 degrees, high of 75, and partly cloudy pretty much all day. There is a chance of rain at 10 and 11 o'clock tonight, so if you're out at that hour instead of sleeping, then you should watch out for the rain. In Fort Lupton, we're looking at 67 degrees right now, high of 75 today, and partly cloudy all day. There's a chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. Loveland, we're at 68 degrees, high of 76, and partly cloudy all day. Also a chance of rain at 10 and 11 o'clock tonight. And there's a chance of thunderstorms Wednesday and Thursday. Very eventful week for weather this in Loveland. In Greeley, we're looking at 71, high of 74, and partly cloudy all day, and also a chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. It's starting to cool down. It's kind of nice starting to get into fall. I think fall, the first day of fall is like the 20th or the 22nd, something to that assortment. Not sure. But if you wanted to know, it's one of those days. So for some Ames news, we got a lot going on this week, it looks like. Today, my Ames starts, and what that is, like, you can fill out, like, you can get, like, some cool sunglasses, and you can get some great resources and opportunities at Ames. You can take a survey to let Ames know more of what you think, what, like, you would like to see on Ames campus. You can drop off that survey at the Student Leadership and Development Office. I'm assuming you can get the survey at the Westview and College Center today, and then you fill that out and take that back. And so it sounds like pretty exciting. Get some Ames swag and stuff. But then there's a Smart Sense financial aid. It's not so scary. I was talking about it last week. It's from noon to 1 today. So if you want to know more about financial aid and how it works and what happens with that, you should go to that. It's in the College Center, room 226. That's today from noon to 1. And then tomorrow, there's a QPR training, Ask a Question and Save a Life. It's for Suicide Prevention Week. It's how you can, like, be aware of if someone's suicidal and how to approach them and how to deal with that. That's from 12:30 to 2 today, and it's in the College Center, room 226. Also, tomorrow, if you're trying to get into Phi Theta Kappa, that orientation's tomorrow from 4:30 to 5:30 in Ed Beatty Hall. And then on Wednesday, we have an iFocus workshop, and it's tips for writing a lab report. So if you need help with writing a lab report because you don't really know where to start or you've never written one before, you should go to that. It's from 2 to 3, and it's in the College Center, room 226. On the Thursday, there's also another iFocus workshop, and it's improving faculty relationships. So it's how to get better relationships with, like, teachers and other students and how to make those worthwhile for you and how it could be helpful for you in the future. That's from 10 to 11 in the College Center, room 226 on Thursday. Also on Thursday, there's a Smart Sense financial wellness session on the Greeley campus. It's from 10 to 2 o'clock, and it is in Ed Beatty, room 128. So if you want to check up on financial information stuff, you can go to that. And then Friday, H2H presents Dr. Gloria L. I'm going to say this wrong. Valquez. That's from noon to 1:30. It's in the Ed Beatty Theater. She's going to talk about her career and how she's gone through trying to push social justice. And it sounds actually kind of interesting how her pursuit of social justice in her poetry and her fiction. So it's her talking about kind of her life and how she's done that stuff. And there's also an iFocus workshop on Google Docs basics. So if you don't know how to use Google Docs, it comes with your email. It works really well. You can go there and get some more information on that. It's from 12:30 to 2:30, and it's in the College Center, room 270. That's kind of it until Friday for Ames news and the like. There's a scheduled network down day on the 18th. So if you're trying to do something online, don't do it that day. You'll be a sad Mamma Jamma. We get you back to some music since it's 90s at noon. Coming up next, we have Boys II Men and Counting Crows. Before, what was playing was Joe with I Wanna Know. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. This is Annie here, so I have my word of the day for you today. I'm pretty excited. I'm excited about it. I hope you are. If I've done this word before, I apologize. I was trying to think of a word this morning. I was like, I use this word a lot, so I'm going to do it. So, yeah. So my word of the day today, I guess it's a real word. I guess I didn't look it up in the dictionary to see if it's an officially real word, but I'm pretty sure it's a real word. Either case, this is my word of the day. My word of the day today is trippy, because I say it all the time. I usually use the word trippy if it's something's really cool or something's really interesting. I use it a lot, if I'm learning something. It's oh, the way that works is super trippy or something like that, because I use English in a really weird way, because I don't know how to talk apparently. But an example sentence, if you would like an example sentence, is that art piece is trippy, or the way that thing works is trippy, or something to that sort. I don't know. I use that word all the time. I love the word. I just like how it sounds. I don't know. And it's such a good word to put in place of things, I guess. And it's something's cool or awesome. It's instead of just using the same word over and over again, you could say something's cool, and then you could say something's trippy in the next sentence. So, it's an expansion on your vocabulary. That's kind of awesome. I like that word. If you don't, then that's okay. It's trippy, I guess. I like that word. So that's my word of the day. Also, don't forget to like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Ames Student Radio. We post all the cool stuff that we do. I know Lisa has all the fall-in pictures on her Facebook page, so if you want to see any of those, see if you're in any of them, you should go check those out. I know I'm in one of those. So if you want to see a picture of me, you should go look through them. And then also you can listen to us on the TuneIn app. It works really well, so if you want to listen to us no matter where you go, listen to us on the TuneIn app. So that's about it for my word of the day and the like. Coming up next, we have the rest of the 90s at noon. Then I'll have my song of the day and my top 10 list for the day as well. So stick around for that. We got Blues, Travelers, Live, Third Eye Blind, and Little Troy. So stick around for that. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 89.1 FM, streaming live 24/7 at ames.edu/radio, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. This is Anna here. That was Failure by Breaking Benjamin off of their album Dark Before Dawn, which is probably my favorite album of theirs ever. They were here with Disturbed maybe a month ago, and I didn't get to see them because the show sold out really quickly. So I hope it was a good show. I didn't get to go. Either way, we got Blackstone Cherry and Papa Roach coming up for you soon. That'll have some Ames news and weather, and my song of the day for you coming up next, so stick around for that. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was Kick in the Teeth by Papa Roach. I love them. That music video is kind of interesting, but kind of weird at the same time. So if you want to watch a new music video, it's kind of older though. But if you want to watch a music video you haven't seen before that's kind of strange, go check that one out. It's Kick in the Teeth. Papa Roach, I've got some Ames weather and news for you. In Windsor, we're looking at 69 degrees, high of 75 today. Mostly cloudy pretty much all day until about 10 and 11 o'clock tonight. There's a chance of thunderstorms. So watch out for that if you're out and about at that time of day. Fort Lupton, we're looking at 69 degrees, high of 75, and partly cloudy pretty much all day. Chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. Loveland, we're at 71 degrees, high of 74 today, partly cloudy, and also a chance of thunderstorms from 10 and 11 o'clock tonight. And it looks like there's also a chance of thunderstorms on Wednesday. In Greeley, we're looking at 73 degrees, high of 74, partly cloudy all day. It looks like chance of thunderstorms on Thursday as well, so getting kind of cooler throughout the week, in the high 70s pretty much all week. So for some Ames news, today, Monday the 12th, there's the My Ames that started today. You can get some free Ames stuff. You can fill out a survey and talk and see, if you want to see some new stuff on the Ames campus, you can fill out the survey and take it back to Student Development Office. Yeah, Student Leadership and Development Office. Right now, for today, it's at the Westview in College Center, and then on the 20th, it'll be in Ed Beatty and Horizon buildings. So if you want to be a part of that, go for it. And then there's the Smart Sense Financial Aid. It's not so scary. It's from 12 to 1 o'clock today. It's in Ed Beatty. If you want some more information on that, check out the Ames website. Tomorrow, there's a QPR training, Ask a Question, Save a Life. It's about identifying if someone has suicidal thoughts or if they think they may commit suicide, how to prevent them from doing that and how to help them out from that. And then also, so that's from noon, 12:30 to 2. And then also tomorrow, I'm totally getting my days mixed up. Tomorrow, there's a Phi Theta Kappa orientation, so if you're trying to get into that, make sure you go to that or another one. That's from 4:30 to 5:30 in Ed Beatty. Wednesday, the 14th, there's an iFocus workshop. It's a tips for writing a lab report, so if you don't know how to write a lab report or if you need a refresher, go to that. It's from 2 to 3. If you want more information on that, go ahead and check out the Ames website. On Thursday, the 15th, there's an iFocus workshop for improving faculty relationships, so how to get better relationships with staff and your professors and the like, and that's from 10 to 11. And then the Smart Sense Financial Wellness Session, if that's on the Greeley campus, is from 10 to 2 o'clock. And then Friday, H2H presents Dr. Gloria L. Vasquez. Sorry if I said that wrong. She'll be here from noon to 1:30 in the Ed Beatty Theater. And then also on Friday, there's the iFocus workshop for Google Docs Basics. So if you don't know about Google Docs, and it's a free thing that comes with your Ames email, if you want to know more how to use it, go to that. It's from 12:30 to 2:30. And if you want more information on any of these things, go on the Ames website and get some more info if you would like. Also on the 15th, there's new member orientation for the Ames Full Throttle Club. It's on the Windsor campus, the Ames Automotive Technology Center, and it's in classroom 113. If you want to know more about the Ames Full Throttle Club, you can email Caden Breer at kmbrier@gmail.com or Mike Hascom at mike.hansocme. I totally spelled that wrong. HANSCOME. Wow, sorry. At ames.edu if you want more information on that. I also have my song of the day for you today. My song of the day today is Volbeat's Lola Montez. Sorry, I don't know how to talk today, sorry. Volbeat's Lola Montez. I went and saw Volbeat and Avenged Sevenfold on Saturday. They were terrific. It was awesome. They did an awesome job. Really good show. They had a really good set list. It was awesome. This is one of the songs they played, so this is my song of the day for today. So I got that for you, and I got Godsmack coming up for you as well. And I'll have my top 10 list coming up for you next on Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. Feel the fire where she was. 89.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was Bad Religion by Godsmack. They're really good to see live. If you haven't seen them live, you should see them whenever they come next, because they're really good. They're awesome. Either case, so I have my top 10 list for you today. I hope you like it. I think you should. It's getting everybody in the mood at the time of the year. So it's not quite fall yet. I think like the day of fall is like the 20th or the 22nd, something to that sorts. Either way, it's starting to get cooler outside, not nearly as hot. So I decided my top 10 list today should be the best things about fall, because fall is not my favorite time of year, but I want to try and see the nicest things about fall and try and enjoy fall a little bit more, even though I don't like it nearly as much. So I'm going to get started on my top 10 list of the best things about fall. Are you ready? Are you ready? I am. All right. Number 10, it's totally normal to have hot and warm drinks now because it gets colder outside, so you're not one of those weird people during the summer that gets really hot drinks. But if you do that in the summer, that's cool because you should do whatever you want to do. But now it's socially acceptable. So I'm not a coffee drinker, but I know a lot of people are excited for the pumpkin spice latte or something. I think they already have that out now, I think is what I heard. But if you're excited about that, yay for you. But I like hot apple cider and hot chocolate because I'm not a coffee drinker. Coffee, it tastes weird. I don't like how it smells either. But yeah, you totally normally drink hot drinks now, so that's cool. Number 9 is Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is an exciting time. You can eat food and be with your friends and family and just have an excuse to eat a lot. Thanksgiving is such a weird holiday. But yeah, that's a cool part of about fall. You can spend time with your family, and it's just part of the holidays, so it's kind of fun. Number 8 for the best things about fall. That stores have a lot of holiday decorations now. They started putting in the Halloween stuff, obviously, and the Christmas stuff for some reason. And there's a little bit of Thanksgiving stuff. So if you're like me and you like hopping around the store and just looking at these decoration things that you're probably not going to buy, but it's just fun to look at. That's a thing. So you can go totally just wander around the stores now and look at all the cool holiday decorations. I personally really like looking at Halloween stuff and some Christmas stuff, but mostly Halloween stuff. So that's slightly exciting, at least for me. Number 7, it's not nearly as hot. I would rather it be cold than hot, because at least when you're cold, you can kind of do something about it. You can add more layers of clothes. But when it's hot, you're just hot, and it's tiring, and it just kind of sucks. So I like it when it's colder, so I can keep warm. But then I also kind of don't enjoy it when it's cold, because then my ears get really cold, because I don't have any hair over my ears like normal girls do or something. So my ears get really cold. And I would buy earmuffs, but then it would smash the back of my hair. So it's kind of a struggle. But it's not nearly as hot, so it's kind of convenient if you don't like the heat. And then number 6, I will stop here, is that you can wear pretty much any season kind of stuff. I like wearing tank tops pretty much 90% of the year. I wear tank tops under my flannels and stuff. And then you can still wear shorts kind of on certain days. It's just kind of a weird time of year where you're trying to transition, so you kind of wear summer things, and then you can trying to wear winter things, so it's kind of strange. I don't know. I'm kind of weird, I guess. I don't know how to dress myself. But that is the bottom 5 of my top 10 list about the best things about fall. I will tell you the rest of my list later, so stick around for that. Coming up next, we have Cage the Elephant and 9 Inch Nails. Stick around for that. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 89.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 89.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 90.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way 89.1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was Copper Man by Acidic. That's a good song. That's the first time I've heard it, I believe. This is a pretty good song. I'm going to look them up later. Either way, I've got Ames weather and news for you. In Windsor, wow, I can totally English today. Windsor, we're looking at 69 degrees, high of 74, and pretty much partly cloudy all day. Fort Lupton, we're at 70 degrees, high of 75, and partly cloudy and overcast for the rest of the day. And then Thursday, there's a chance of thunderstorms as well. Loveland, a high of 71. Wow, totally read that wrong. It's 71 degrees right now, high of 73, and then partly cloudy pretty much all day. And then there's a chance of thunderstorms on Wednesday. And then in Greeley, it's 74 degrees right now, a high of 73, partly cloudy pretty much all day, and then there's a chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. And then for Ames News, today, the 12th, there's a Smart Sense of financial aid. It's not so scary. It's about financial aid. If you want to know more about financial aid and how it works, it's from noon to 1, so it just ended. So if you wanted to go to that, you might have to go to another financial aid thing. There is another financial aid thing coming up, so I'll let you know about that. And then tomorrow is a QPR training, Ask a Question, Save a Life. It's about trying to help people that look like they're, don't look like, but that show signs of wanting to commit suicide, so you can help people like that. That's from 12:30 to 2 o'clock. If you want more information about that, you can check out the Ames website. And then there's a Phi Theta Kappa orientation from 4:30 to 5:30 tomorrow as well. On Wednesday, there's an iFocus workshop for tips on writing a lab report. If you've never written one before, or you just want a reminder, you should go to that. It's from 2 to 3, and it's on the 14th, which is Wednesday. On Thursday, there's an iFocus workshop for improving faculty relationships. I can never say that word correctly. It's from 10 to 11 on Thursday. So if you want to learn more about how to make good relationships with your professors and with fellow students, you should go to that. It sounds like something pretty helpful. And then there's a Smart Sense financial wellness session at the Greeley campus from 10 to 2 o'clock. So if you want more information about financial stuff, maybe that's where you should go to. And then on Friday, there's an H2H presents Dr. Gloria L. Vasquez. If I said that wrong, I apologize. She'll be here from noon to 1:30. She'll be talking about her work with social justice and the like, if you want to see that. And then there's an iFocus workshop on Google Docs basics from 12:30 to 2:30. If you want more information on how to use Google Docs, that comes with your email. So if you want any more information on any of these things, you can always check out the Ames website and get some more information. So that's the Ames news and weather for you. It's coming up. I have Sick Puppies and Blink-182 for you, and then I'll have the rest of my top 10 list for you coming up. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. I had a plan and it began. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was After Midnight by Blink-182. They're also going to be here actually tomorrow for a concert. I think they're at the Pepsi Center. So if you're going, you should let me know how it is, because I'm not going, which upsets me, but that's okay. I think they're going to have a really good show. Should be pretty cool. Hopefully I'll hear about how it was. Now, I have the rest of my top 10 list, so if you weren't listening earlier, my top 10 list was the best things about fall, and my bottom 5 were number 10, you can drink, hot drinks now. Number 9, Thanksgiving. Number 8, stores have all the holiday decorations you can look at. Number 7, it's not nearly as hot, and number 6, you can wear kind of any season stuff because I'm weird and I don't know how to dress. So number 5 is you can wear boots, so I super love boots. It's my favorite thing to wear. I love boots, especially my really big pair of boots. I have a big pair of boots that makes me really tall because I'm short, so I like being taller. But these boots don't make my feet really warm, so when it's really cold outside, my feet suffer, I guess. So they look cool and they make me tall, but my feet get really cold. But boots are awesome. I love boots. You can wear them with anything, and they look good with any kind of outfit. Number 4, my favorite thing about fall. The trees change color. So all the leaves fall down and they change color, and it's such pretty colors. It's the reds and the oranges and kind of the yellows. It's just so pretty out, with all the cool trees. And then all the leaves fall, and that's one of my favorite parts, because when I see leaves on the ground, I go and stomp on all of them because I think it's funny. And I don't, for some reason, it's just very satisfying to step on leaves, especially the ones that are really crunchy, because you hear them crunch and you're like, yes, I stepped on a leaf. But then when you step on one, it doesn't do the crunchy thing. And then you're just like, oh, that was boring. But I don't know. I guess I'm weird. I think that's really entertaining. I'm sure somebody else does because I've seen people talk about it on the internet that you could step on crunchy leaves and it feels really good. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I think it's exciting. Number 3, you can wear big warm clothes. I really like wearing my big band shirts and my big hoodie, and I can just sit there and be really warm. I love being warm. I'm always cold, so I just really enjoy the fact that I can be warm and be very comfortable. And I like wearing big, comfy clothes because then I can look like a hobo and it's socially acceptable because it's cold outside. And then number 2, all the good TV shows come back on. So, like, during the summer, they, like, kind of stop bringing new shows because they assume nobody's watching, so there's nothing to watch. But then in the fall, all the good shows come back, like all your favorite shows and stuff. I'm really excited for How to Get Away with Murder. The 3rd season's supposed to start this sometime. I think it's next week. So I'm super excited for that. So there's actually something to watch on TV, so that's exciting. So you can watch all the good shows now. And then number 1, my best thing about fall, at least for me, number 1 is Halloween. So Halloween is my best holiday ever. It's the best. I love it. I know I was talking about it the other day just because I can't get enough of Halloween. I love Halloween. It's my favorite. But just Halloween is this, like, it's fall because you go out and it's like the sun goes down earlier and it's kind of cold and kind of crisp. And it's just like the start of the holidays. It's like the first kind of holiday before like Thanksgiving and Christmas. And then you get free candy and everyone loves candy. You can go and get free candy if you trick or treat, or you can get free candy somewhere else, I guess. You can go see the spooky, creepy things like in the corn mazes and such, so that's kind of exciting. So that's my top 10 best things about fall. Some of you may or may not agree with those things, which is totally cool because everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But I mean, fall is not my favorite time of year, but I'm kind of excited for this fall, especially for Halloween, because Halloween's great. But maybe now that I've made this list, maybe I can appreciate fall more, since I'm more of a spring kind of person. But anyway, I'm going to get you guys back to some music. I have Offspring and Korn coming up for you, and then later I'll have, obviously, Ames news and weather for you again, and then I have kind of a funny thingy I came up with, so if you want to stick around for that. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. This is Anna here. I have some wow, I can totally talk today. I have some Ames news and weather for you. So in Windsor, we're at 70 degrees, high of 74, and pretty much partly cloudy the whole day. Fort Lupton, we're at 71 degrees, high of 74, and partly cloudy all day as well. Chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. Loveland, we're looking at 69 degrees, high of 73, partly cloudy all day, and also chance of thunderstorms on Wednesday. Greeley, we're looking at 75 degrees, high of 74, and partly cloudy all day, and then a chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. Some Ames news for you real quick. Let's see, there's not really anything else left today. Everything was earlier today. Tomorrow there's QPR training, Ask a Question and Save a Life. It's from 12:30 to 2. It's about helping the suicide prevention. If that sounds interesting to you, go check it out. There's Phi Theta Kappa orientation from 4:30 to 5:30 in Ed Beatty. Wednesday, the 14th, is the iFocus workshop tips for writing a lab report that helps you learn how to write a lab report, and if you need a refresher, that's what you need. That's from 2 to 3. Thursday, we have an iFocus workshop, Improving Faculty Relationships. That's the first time I've been able to say that correctly today. And then there's also a Smart Sense Financial Wellness session at the Greeley campus, if that sounds interesting to you. Also on Thursday is a new member orientation for the Ames Full Throttle Club. It's the Ames Automotive Technology Center, classroom 113, and it's at 5 o'clock. It's on the Windsor campus. If you want some more information about the Ames Full Throttle Club, you can email Caden Breer at kmbrier@gmail.com or Mike Hascom at mike.hanscome@ames.edu. And then on Friday, on the 16th, is H2H presents Dr. Gloria L. Vasquez. If I say that wrong, I totally apologize. Talks about her work with social justice. It's from noon to 1:30 in the Ed Beatty Theater, and then there's an iFocus workshop on Google Document Basics. If you need some help learning how to use Google Docs, it's a free tool with Ames email. That's kind of it for Ames news this week. Coming up next, I have Five Finger Death Punch and Walk the Moon. The song is called Anna's Son. It has my name in it, so I wanted to hear what it sounds like. So I've got that coming up, so stick around, and I have a kind of a cool, funny thing I came up with. Stick around for that. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. This is Annie here. How's it going? Almost towards the end of my show. I know, sad times, but I'll be back on Wednesday, as usual. That was Welcome to the Family by Avenged Sevenfold. I had to play that. I just had to. I went and saw them with Volbeat on Saturday, and I will tell you more about it later, but I just have to say it was amazing. So I had this kind of funny thing I made up. So on like a while ago on the internet, I saw like somebody like yada yada yada. It was like an online conversation. It's like the months should be called something different besides January, February, March, April, May, and all that. Like they should have like the names should be according to like what happens during that month. So I was reading this list and I thought it was really funny. So I decided to make my own list of what the months should what they should be called. Instead of like January, February, March, April, May, it should be called other things. So these are going to be in order from January to December, and there's one pretty much for all of them, so I'm going to go through them, and I hope you think them funny. I saw this post online, and it just like inspired my creativity, and I was like, I need to make up my own list, because I think this is hilarious. So, if none of what I just said made sense, I will read the thing, and then hopefully that'll make more sense. So, January should not be called January. January should be called fireworks, because that's like what happens on the 1st, because it's like the new year starts and there's lots of fireworks. So January should just be called fireworks. February should be called Valentine's. March should be called rain, because all it does is rain. April should be called Easter, because it's usually in April. Maybe not, sometimes. May, it should be called flowers, because that's like that saying like, April showers brings May flowers, haha. So May should be flowers, haha. I'm so funny. June should be called summer, because that's when summer starts. July should be called fireworks number 2, because that's primarily lots of fireworks. That's what you think of for July. And then August should just be called August, because nothing really happens in August besides people go back to school, and nobody likes that. So I'm going to just keep it as August. August is August. And then September would just be called fall, because fall is primarily in September and nothing else really happens in September. And then in October, October should be called Halloween, because that's like the most important day in October. So it should be called Halloween. And then November should just be called Turkey, because that's when Thanksgiving is in November. And so it should just be called Turkey, just Turkey by itself. And then lastly, December should just be called Christmas, because even if you don't celebrate Christmas, Christmas is everywhere and everyone knows about Christmas, and it's in December. So that's what I think the months should be called instead of their actual names. So I saw that post a while ago. If you Google it, I think if you Google like Tumblr months names or something, different months names, it's really funny. Like there's a whole list of names, and I think it's absolutely hilarious. So that was my list. That's what the months should really be called. So I thought that was kind of funny. So I'll get you back to some music. We have Soliva, I always say that wrong every time, and the Newfound Glory coming up for you on Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. .1 FM, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. I have some Ames news and weather for you for the last time of my show. So for in Windsor, we're at 70 degrees, high of 74, and partly cloudy pretty much all day. Fort Lupton, we're at 70 degrees, high of 74, and partly cloudy all day. Chances of thunderstorm on Thursday. Loveland, we're at 69 degrees, high of 72, and partly cloudy all day until about 10 and 11 o'clock tonight. There's a chance of thunderstorms. There's also a chance of thunderstorms on Wednesday. Greeley, we're at 71 degrees, high of 74, and partly cloudy all day, and chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. So some Ames news for you real quick. There's QPR training. Ask a question, save a life. It's about suicide prevention. If that sounds interesting to you, it's from 12:30 to 2. And then tomorrow also, there's a Pi Theta Kappa orientation from 4:30 to 5:30. Wednesday, the 14th, there's an iFocus workshop for tips for writing a lab report. If you need help with writing a lab report or need a refresher, that's from 2 to 3 o'clock. Thursday, September 15th, there's an iFocus workshop improving faculty relationships. I said that right one time today. If that sounds interesting to you, it's 10 to 11 o'clock on a Thursday. Also on Thursday, there's a Smart Sense financial wellness session on the Greeley campus. That's from 10 to 2 o'clock as well. Friday, H2H presents the Dr. Gloria L. Vasquez. I probably said that wrong all day today, and I apologize. It's from noon to 1:30. She's talking about her work with social justice and the like. And then also there's an iFocus workshop on Google Doc basics. So if you want to learn more about how to use Google Docs, and that comes free with your Ames email, go ahead and check that out. That would be good for you to know. So that's kind of it for Ames news till the end of the week. There's kind of quite a bit of stuff, so if you want to check that out. And if you want any more information on any of these things, also you can always check on the Ames student website. Go ahead and check that out. I'll get you back to some music. I'm going to talk more about the concert I went to the other day coming up. So I've got I Set the Kill and Devour the Day coming up for you on Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was Respect by Devour the Day. They're a good band. I've just started getting into them. I like them. They're pretty good. I want to listen to more of their stuff. So if anyone has anything to recommend, let me know. I'll listen. So I want to tell you guys about, on Saturday I went to High Elevation Fest. It had Avenged Sevenfold, Volbeat, wow, I'm forgetting who was there. I was totally there. Killswitch Engage. There was Ministry, a bunch of other really good bands as well. I was actually very surprised on how well it was set up. Like, Colorado's not a very good festival state. We don't do festivals very well. We don't have places to do them. It doesn't usually go out well. Like Warped Tour, we just have stages in parking lots at the Pepsi Center usually. There's no good place for festivals where you can put multiple stages up. Whoever was in charge of High Elevation Fest did an amazing job. They had two stages, and they did amazing. They had the one stage set out right just outside of Fiddler's Green Amphitheater, and it was just set up really well. You could, if you were listening to one band, you weren't drowning out the sound from another band playing at the same time. It was just set up really well. They had a really good lineup. Whoever was in charge of laying this all out did a really good job. I was a huge fan of how it was laid out. Fiddler's Green is a really good venue if you're not sitting really far on the sides. Otherwise, you can't really see the back of the stage all too great when the headliner plays. But it was really good. I was very surprised on how well it turned out. But so I only saw a couple bands because I showed up about, I don't know, 4 o'clock, because I didn't want to see it, because a bunch of the bands that were playing earlier in the day, I didn't really know, and I didn't really want to be there all day and get sunburnt, because that happens to me all the time, so I wanted to go kind of later. The first band I saw was Amity Affliction, and they did amazing. That's the second time I've seen them. This time was much more fun, because I wasn't with a bunch of people that made it not very fun. They did a really good job. I got a bunch of pictures of them. And then the next band, I saw a little bit of Pierce the Veil. I'm not a huge fan of them, but they did really good live. And then I saw Chevelle. They were awesome. They did a very good job. You wouldn't expect them to be a 3-person band, but they did a really good job. And then after them, I saw, that was Volbeat. Volbeat was killer. They were awesome. They did a cover of Ring of Fire. They played a little bit of Slayer. They are just amazing to see live. That's the second time I've seen them live, and they do an awesome job. If you're a fan, just even a little bit, you should go see them. They're an awesome band to go see live. And then, of course, Avenged Sevenfold, the highlight of the whole event, did amazing. They were so good. They only got to play for an hour, so if you've never been to a festival kind of thing before, they only let the headliner play for an hour. So if you want them to play your favorite song, they might not happen because they don't have very much time. They even said, we don't have as much time as we'd like, so we're just going to keep trucking along. They had an amazing setup, amazing lineup. Their song choice is really good. They pick songs that they don't play normally a lot, which I think is awesome, because I don't like to see the same songs over and over again. This is my 3rd time seeing them. I want to hear something good, something familiar. They played Planets. They played a Gunslinger, which they don't ever usually play. Planets was the second time they'd played it. They played Acid Rain. It was just a really good show. I'm one of those people that takes a lot of pictures and videos because it's the easiest way for me to remember that I was there. And probably, I don't know, a good over a half of those pictures were just of their guitarist, Sinister Gates, because he's my favorite and he's absolutely fabulous. But it was really good. If you went to High Elevation Fest, you know what I'm talking about. It was really good, really well set up. I was actually really surprised. So it worked out really good. And I bought some merch because obviously I'm going to. But it was really good. I liked it a lot. So I hope if you guys went, I hope you guys liked it as well. Yeah, but that was pretty cool. I know I'm missing a couple other concerts this coming week, which is okay, but I hope somebody lets me know how those go. So I'm going to let you guys get back to the music. I will be back on Wednesday from noon to 3. We have 3 Days Grace, Amity Affliction, and Islander. They also were there. I didn't get to see them, though. So you guys can listen to that. And this is Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be.